Boo! It's Halloween and all of Sleepy Hollow is getting ready to go trick-or-treating. Help these friends solve their Halloween dilemmas as they trick-or-treat.
Hello, buddy. I'm Jackson.
Hi, I'm Susie. Hello, mateys. I'm Jacob. Help us, please.
Jackson decided to dress up as Frankenstein this year for Halloween. This year, he is not allowed to go trick-or-treating until after he has finished all of his homework and has done all of his chores. About 6 p.m., Jackson finishes and begins trick-or-treating.
Hello, trick-or-treat.
He makes it to about 15 houses when it begins to get dark, around 6:30, and his parents tell him it's time to come home.
Jackson, it's time to come home.
Oh, come on.
If Jackson had gotten an earlier start and had another hour to trick-or-treat, about how many houses would he have gotten to visit?
Okay, so let's think about what we know. First, we know that Jackson went to 15 houses in 30 minutes. So let's put down, we have 15 houses in 30 minutes. Second, that what we need to find out is that we know that if Jackson had an additional hour, which is one more hour added to the 30 minute, how many houses would he have gone to in total? So we have one additional hour, which is equal to 60 minutes. And then so if we add the original 30 minutes plus the additional hour we have, which is 60 minutes, then we will have 90 minutes in total. Okay, so now we want to set up a proportion to cross multiply. First, we have 15 houses, and then we have 30 minutes, which will equal to the house that we don't know how many Jackson has been gone to in total, but we have 90 minutes in total that Jackson can spend on. So what we are going to do is we are going to do cross multiply. So we will have 90 multiply 15 on the left side equal to x multiply 30 . And so on left side we will have 1350, and on the right side we will have 30x. And so down here we want to divide 30 on both sides. Then we will be able to find out the x, which is 45. And we know that by the end, Jackson has been gone to 45 houses in total.
Susie and Jacob love Halloween because that's when they can collect all their favorite candy. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Susie has decided that this year she will only keep the chocolate candy because that is her favorite. She will give whatever is left to her friend Jacob. They make it around to 12 houses and Susie gets about 60 pieces of candy, with 20 of them being chocolate, before having to come in for the night. If Susie had gotten to go to an additional 18 houses, how much chocolate candy would she have? How much non-chocolate candy will she give to Jacob?
Jacob go to 12 houses, and Susie gets 60 pieces of candy. So we can write that 12 houses, and they get 60 pieces of candy. We need to find out if Susie got to go to an additional 18 houses, how much candy would she get total? First, we need to find the total number of houses. So there's the original 12 houses plus 18 additional houses. Add those together and you get 30 houses. Now let's set up our proportion. So we have 60 pieces of candy over 12 houses equals X pieces over 30 houses. So we need to cross multiply 60 pieces of candy times 30 houses equals 12x. 60 times 30 equals 1800 equals 12x. Now we need to divide both sides by 12. That gives us 150 equals x. So now we know that there are 150 pieces of candy. But we are not done yet. Susie only wants to keep the chocolate candy and give the non-chocolate pieces to Jacob. We know that out of the original 60 pieces of candy, 20 were chocolate. So we can write 60 pieces of candy, but only 20 were chocolate. So now we need to figure out how many of the 150 pieces of candy are chocolate. Now let's set up another proportion. 20 chocolate pieces of candy over 60 total pieces equals X chocolate pieces over 150 total pieces of candy. Okay, we need to cross multiply 20 chocolate pieces times 150 pieces equals 60x. 20 times 150 equals 3,000 equals 60x. Now we need to divide both sides by 60. 3,000 divided by 60 is 50 equals x. So now we know that there are 50 pieces of chocolate. So out of the 150 pieces of candy, 50 are chocolate, which Susie will keep. Now we need to figure out how many pieces of candy Susie will give to Jacob. There are 150 total pieces. We're going to subtract 50 chocolate pieces that are Susie's, which gets 100 non-chocolate pieces of candy. So to recap on the problem, Susie got 50 pieces of chocolate candy and Jacob got 100 non-chocolate pieces of candy, which equals the total number of pieces of 150 pieces of candy.
Thanks for helping us! Yay! Woo!